You guys interested in that?
Uh,
Estelle, any interest in Returnal? All right, Estelle. What? All right, you know what? Forget Returnal. What?
We talk about
will it-
Returnal. She doesn't even play Splatoon.
What will it take?
Don't let me go there. Don't let me go there again.
What will it take? Yeah, for you to play games regularly. Or better yet, what is your gripe with video games generally?
I don't have a gripe. I actually don't have a gripe with video games.
So, what is your problem?
That's basically what he's asking me. Like, why don't you play games? I think it's more so. I'm not. Listen, I'll be honest. It's not something I make time for. It's only when I have it, I'm like, you know what? Let me just dust off the Switch. That I'm just like that. So it's more so that, and also I don't have all the equipment, and it's not where I want my money to go per se. Like you got, like I know the chat goes when you guys get a new like deal, like everyone goes excited. I'm like, oh, what is this? You get what I'm saying? But for me, it's like I just don't want to spend. Like, I'll play games. I'll play games with you guys. Don't tell me that I haven't played any games.
You don't play games with us. I just told you.
I do.
I don't think I've ever played a game with Estelle.
I played Splatoon
played-
with Estelle, and she hated every second of it, and that was the last time I played games with this girl. Like, it's just.
All right, you know what?
I played Among Us with you guys. Whenever,
Yeah.
it's not Among
When?
Us is easy. All I have to do is go on my phone. I don't have to just get. I don't have to.
I don't think I was in that game. You know.
You were accusing me of killing everyone. Remember?
Oh yeah, we did.
I accuse everybody. I'm lying.
I
You know
played
what,
Among
this-
Us. Do you know what else? Because Among Us is so easy. I just go on my phone and go on an app. I'm staying in bed. Everything
Yeah.
else you got to set it up. You got to be plugged in stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's
But I mean, the Switch, you literally just have to pick it up and turn it on.
No, but then also another expense of the Switch is you have to regularly pay monthly to do the online thing. Do I really want another direct debit? I'm not direct debit king.
It's not. If you pay for the year, how much is it? It's like 20.
That's
Quid?
20 quid. That's not even a bus pass.
It's like 20 quid for the year.
So
But
we're
it-
gonna
this
do-
is-
Shall we do a GoFundMe then?
For
For my pass.
I'm exiting this conversation. You're not serious.
All right.
You know what,
This is a whole new segment. Oh, go on, Estelle.
Oh yeah, so basically the Twitch, like it's got to the point where like my brothers spend most of the money on getting new games. Like, it's kind of become their console now. They probably own like 80% of the games now.
Oh,
I contributed at the start when I bought the console, but now it's their device.
So now you're a storage. A storage man. Yeah, this is an interesting
You're about
segment.
to segue, innit?
Yeah. So let's talk about Estelle's life in gaming. So
Okay.
someone who's not really into games, this should be interesting. So Estelle,
Yes.
as our resident Foraz non-gamer, what do we say?
A title. Novice.
Novice.
Let's say novice.
Yeah, I like that. Okay.
What was your introduction to video games?
So my introduction to video games was, back in the day, early 2000s. So I had
Early
the
2000s.
Yeah, I had a PS2.
Are you
Pretty
judging
late.
her, Chris?
It's pretty late.
Is that
Okay, he is.
So I had the PS2. That was, I think, one of my first consoles.
Iconic.
Everyone says that PS2 was like the lit thing, so I had that. I still have a lot of the games actually. So
Did you ask for it or was it given to you?
I think it was given to us at the time. We were quite young. We didn't know what we wanted. It was given. So once we had it, started to get all the games. I can show you proof of all the retro games we have because it's still here. I did not throw it a thing. So that was my first. And then I had the Game Boy Color console, which I enjoyed playing quite a lot.
Color. When did the
Game
color
Boy
come
Color, I
out?
had it in green.
So you got the Game Boy Color quite late, no?
I must have been.
That was like 2000, I feel like.
Because Game Boy Advance came out in like what, 02?
Oh, the color must have been earlier than 2000 then.
Like
Oh no,
01,
Color came
01?
first.
01, yeah, Color came way before.
Before or after the millennium. Hang on.
Color must have come out just before the dawn of the millennium.
Game Boy Color came out in Japan 98. Europe 98.
Yeah,
Yeah, 98.
but PS2 came out in what, 2001?
One. Mm-hmm.
These guys are fact checking me, man.
I only know about that because I know Persona 3 was one of the earlier games and that came out in 2002, I think. No, 2001 or 2002. Persona 3.
Yeah. Okay, so you got your games consoles in the wrong order, but yeah, go on.
Maybe she got one after the other.
She did in the wrong order.
Maybe. I was already like almost in secondary school when I first played like a SNES.
No, but by the time she got
Yeah, I must have had the color first.
by the time she
PS2.
got the PS2, the Game Boy Advance would have been out most likely.
Okay.
I think
Oh, yeah,
this is
go
right.
on.
Yeah. So
Go
those
on.
are my early starter pack games, and then with time, just went with the flow. Got the Wii. What else? We had the Wii after it stopped at Wii, and
before
then,
we get there,
Oh my days.
so before we get there, what was the first game you remember playing?
Pokemon Yellow. Because I just think Game Boy Pokemon Yellow is the game I really like. I enjoy playing.
That's the first game you remember playing
Off the top of my head.
before your PS2.
What do you mean?
Didn't you get your PS2 first?
I don't know, man, but I know. I know I had them. I know I had them like around the same time.
Oh
I
right,
had Game Boy
right.
Yellow, and on the
Yeah.
PS2 from early memory, I remember playing Simpsons Hitting Around.
Oh, iconic.
Yeah,
That game was so fun.
off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I'm probably missing some earlier ones.
Yeah. And what was your favorite games on those consoles? Which ones did you feel like you spent the most time playing?
So I remember spending a lot of time on the PS2 playing the Saint Seiya Hades game. So that game was really fun. The reason I actually played that game is because obviously my mum had introduced me to anime. So we were watching the Saint Seiya anime at the time. And I remember being in France, going in like the shopping centre and just seeing the game on PS2. We just brought that home, and it was quite a hard game actually at that age. So I enjoyed playing it, so did my brothers. Game Boy, I enjoyed playing. I think it goes back to Pokemon. Pokemon's really fun. It's really easy. Just checking my Pokemons, taking them to the hospital, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I find it really interesting, like, you actually had your mum help you get into anime, because
Cool.
I'm sure the majority of us have never had anything close to that.
My mom is still scared she'll never get grandchildren because of my hobbies. So
What's the correlation?
the correlation is that I'm a basement dwelling nerd,
Oh,
and she's
I'm
thinking
dead.
about the lineage of the family.
the lineage.
I am
Thinking, how am I
dead.
going to pass on my genes?
Times have changed, man.
She was like, but yeah, I think my uncle actually, I call him my uncle. I'm not blood related to him. He's like a family friend, but he played a significant role in like me getting into certain like anime and games. He's actually the one that bought the SNES, so that's how I even played any SNES games at all.
Oh.
Yeah, so yeah.
See, my route is completely different, because I almost got into it myself, kind of thing. Because I remember being like, it sounds crazy, but I remember being like 3 years old and going to visit.
My memory's that
family
clear.
friend.
I don't remember anything before age 6.
I can literally remember it. I can remember it. Like, I can remember just before starting nursery.
Oh wow.
Not clear or anything, but I can remember. And when I remember my teachers, because I remember a lot of my teachers that I had, it helps me remember things that happened around that time. But I remember being about 3 years old and just being obsessed with. There was I think we went to see like a family friend, and he was playing Batman on Atari with one of them joysticks.
Yeah.
And then they switched over, and then they were playing Mario, I think Super Mario Brothers 3 on Super Nintendo. And I was just always fascinated with it from then. And when you're in the gaming culture, you automatically, especially back then, you automatically end up being interested in anime. I think anime was just something I came across randomly on LimeWire, and I just got hooked on it ever since. Yeah, literally just off of LimeWire.
We need to block that out.
No, he's talking about Keith.
LimeWire.
I remembered his name, Eric.
Eric.
It was Eric.
LimeWire is just the name of my friend's inventory of legal and legitimate DVDs.
Yeah.
Yes.
What Chris said.
Yes.
I think
But,
I would do, yeah.
No, go on.
Wait, go on. I was to say, like, I think a part of it was just growing up and watching what was on TV.
Yeah,
So a lot of
that's
things on
another
Cartoon
thing.
Network. I think my uncle's influence was what made me become like a hipster in secondary school, because like I know niche stuff like Vampire Hunter D, because I was watching stuff I was too young to be watching, but it was like my uncle's faves. Like what else did I watch? I clearly remember an anime movie because it scarred me so much. Blood the Last Vampire.
All right.
Like he and my mum actually fought because when I wasn't sleeping and I came clean that I watched this anime DVD I wasn't meant to watch.
Dead.
And Vampire Hunter D. What else was there? He used to watch the Sci-Fi Channel a lot, so that's how I ended up watching Cowboy Bebop. And there's another anime film. Whenever I remember it, it really bugs me because I can't remember the name.
What happened?
But it's an anime film where the protagonist is a nurse, and there's like a mecha alien invasion or something, or there's like a evil genius scientist or something who creates this mecha and they go crazy. And she basically has to save like Tokyo from mass destruction. There's a reason why she's like the best person for it, but like her day job, she's like a nurse, and it's basically how she's just navigating like her personal life and also just like duty to save the city from destruction. It's like a mecha film. I remember that much. I remember it being really funny and stuff. I can't remember. I don't know if anyone listening from that description,
maybe.
if you can help me.
If you remember,
because
it rings a bell. Just
now that I've just remembered, it's gonna really bother me. I still can't remember this anime film. I was like 11 years old watching it on the Sci-Fi Channel. And Martian Successor, Nadadaska, he liked that as well.
Chris, I think you've turned this episode into a therapy session now, because I feel like now I know why I don't play games that often no more.
Yeah, we're getting there. So
This is
He's
all part of the plan.
He's down the wall.